Hi world, how is everyone doing? Welcome to another Dave Skinks video. This one I will be taking you through all the pregnant, hopefully pregnant females, and we'll check them out one by one. But first, quick, if you haven't liked or followed Dave Skinks on Instagram or Facebook, please do that now. That's where most of my immediate updates will be. And I want to hear from you. Everyone's sort of stuck indoors with this corona scare. Tell me how you're doing. Let's first bring out the female that I think is least likely to be pregnant, Mr. Egghead. Alright, so here he or she is. I was pretty confident this was a male, even though I've never seen sperm plugs or hemipens, which is the easiest way to determine that you have a male. I tried breeding him or her a few years ago, and we had successful locks, but no babies, no unfertilized eggs. So still a bit of a mystery, and I tried to do it again this year, kind of based on behavior. I've always thought that this was a male, but then I interacted with a few of the other confirmed males, and during this breeding season it was given all the vibes that it was a female. So hopefully we're going to have an awesome surprise in maybe about 6 to 8 weeks, and I'll be blessed with some babies. So there's a few tricks to sort of determine if you have female. We're going to try a few of them. One is tickling the base of the tail, and I'm getting no reaction, which is what I don't want, but I'm also not too surprised either. Another thing is to sort of look over here, and are you noticing little lumps that could be babies inside there? We're getting to the final sort of trimester of their pregnancy, and you know, like I said, this is the one that is least likely pregnant, but I'm not convinced. Hopefully, a good surprise. Let's bring out another one that I'm not too sure about. Alrighty, so here is Dinobot, the one who started it all. I got him or her back in 2007, and this one I, was looking sort of at the body, the head shape, and I was pretty confident that this has been a male all this time. I tried breeding him when I got Big Mama 2015, I think, and he was sort of triggering her, a confirmed female, and so I'm like, okay, this one's definitely a male. And I try again this year, and weird personality quirks when interacting them with somebody of the opposite sex. He starts getting really excited for George, one of my big Irian males, and they lock up. But they locked up a few times this year, and I was actually never around to witness the final struggle, let's say. And so it's going to be another big surprise if it turns out that all this time Dinobot is a female, and we're going to get some babies soon. So I'm doing the tail trick. What I like seeing in Dinobot at this time is his tail is starting to get skinny, which is a sign that a lot of his food reserves are going to the baby's needs. But the Irian pregnancy or gestation is a lot longer than the Northerns. I've had even like 140 days, 144 I think was the longest. So we have several months. Probably around July if babies are to come, but keeping fingers crossed. All right, let me go grab one that I'm pretty confident is pregnant. All right, so here is Big Mama, my Irian Pride and Joy. She has had an unusual history. I got her when she was 3 years old. When she was 2, she delivered a healthy litter. And then I got her, and turned out she was just morbidly obese. She's always had a bit of an appetite issue. And then the following year, she delivered all dead babies. It was real devastating, both to me, but especially to her, and she's never bred since then. It's been like 5 years, and she finally took George this year. And I'm pretty confident she is gravid because, one, she was eager to take a mate this year. Previous years she hadn't, and she has an insatiable appetite. It is always tricky trying to keep her weight down because she previously dealt with obesity issues, which does happen in blue-tongued skinks, and now she's not eating at all. which is a common trait in the second half of blue tongues being gravid. So I'm thinking it's a good sign. As you can see, she's massive, and I'm hoping that there's going to be some babies that are coming out. So I'm getting a little bit of a tail wag. It's not quite what I want to get that confirmation. When I bring out some of the others that really do it well, you'll see what I'm talking about. But I'm hoping that you're just going to bring me a few babies soon, because people have been asking. And if you're not on my wait list, or you want to reach out and try to get something together, I'd love to hear from you. Alright, so here is Catherine Knight, my prized Northern. She delivers consistently for me every year, very light, gorgeous babies with reduced black on the sides, which is exactly what I'm looking for. Her tail is getting skinny, and she is normally real mean, except when she's pregnant. She lets me play with her, and she's actually interested in me. So we're going to try doing a little tail trick, seeing if I can get it. Well, now I can't, but if you look at one of my earlier videos, she does it. I'm more confident she is pregnant over anyone. One, because she delivers every year. Two, her personality has totally changed to how it normally is when she's pregnant. And she is very interested in just getting out of her cage and walking around. She has these what I call pregnancy jitters, where you just want to walk relentlessly, as opposed to being a little bit more recluse, like the blue tongues quite frequently are. Hi, honey. Alright, well, I was hoping something exciting would happen, but I'm thinking early May, because of when we started breeding is when we'll start getting our first clutch of babies. And we bred more females this year than any other year, so I am excited. Let's go grab another one. Alright, so this here is Goldilocks. She is a sunrise, which means she's like really, really yellow. It's kind of hard to tell because her skin's getting dark. She's getting ready to shed her skin, which means she is growing, as all reptiles do all the time. If you ever notice her little stumpy tail, this came well before she came into my care. Apparently, the original keeper had all the babies together for too long. They're starting getting some aggression, and that's why she has a little bit of toe and tail issues. But I still love her. She is very sweet. She's actually the only one I hand feed, and she has completely gone off food, which is another good sign that she's gravid. She delivered for me babies last year, and a few of them came out really yellow, which is what I'm hoping for this year. We paired her up with a different male, so I'm just hoping for really bright, healthy babies from her. She had a really easy pregnancy last year. Only 3 babies, but they all turned out plump and healthy and are growing like weeds now. Hi, honey. I love these guys. All right, let me go find another one for you. All right, this here is Gladys, another one of my Irian Jayas. She is probably the least handleable of all of my skinks, but she is going to be a trooper with us today. She delivers for me babies every single year. I'm sort of forgetting now, this will be her fourth year breeding. And she delivers massive babies, like ones that are born looking at about 8 weeks old. So it seems like it should be tricky on her, but I'm always having a fun surprise when I just look in her tank one morning and there's all these babies just walking around. Hi, honey. We're gonna move you a little bit more center so everyone can get a good look at you. She's starting to really full out. Her tail's getting skinny, which is exactly what you want in a blue tongue. Can we do the tail trick? Hi, are you gonna be nice? Here, you can get a better look at her. It doesn't really matter how much you handle them as long as they want to be handled. That's the big thing. If they're really skittish, I'm going to leave them be because pregnancy is tough on anyone. And I want to be kind to them because they're bringing more blue tongues in the world, which is what I want. So we're going to go put her back, grab another one for you. Alrighty, and the last one that we bred this year, If you check out the main website, www.davesskinks.com, you can see all the breeding couples that we did this year. And I haven't updated the main website with all the reptiles I have in a while, probably next year when I have more breeders. There's still a few adolescents. This is an unusual one. She is a T+ caramel, which means in order to get the caramel gene, you've got to selectively breed for the right color traits, a nice reduction in their traditional black sides, and then you got to wait until another genetic mutation comes up, and that's with the really dark eyes that she has, which is what makes her the T+ caramel. And when you selectively breed for these types of traits, often they come out a little bit smaller. So last year she bred for me, and she had what I would call a false pregnancy. She had all the signs of being gravid. She was interested in marching around. She cut out food at the second half. She started to get this elevated lower spine where some babies might be stored, but ultimately nothing happened. And this is unfortunately a little bit common with blue tongues. I don't know what's the ultimate reason, but there can be false pregnancies. You can just get unfertilized eggs. You can, unfortunately, what I experienced with the Iranian Jaya some years ago, just have some dead babies. It happens. It's tough, and it's a little bit of a crapshoot. But we're trying again with her this year, and all the signs are saying that this is going to be a good year for her. So I'm really excited. She got paired up with Charlie, who's my big, bright, sort of reddish-orange male, and they should just have some gorgeous, healthy babies, which is what I'm looking forward to. So that's everyone who bred this year. There'll be more next year, but if you want babies, reach out because they should be coming soon. Got one more little surprise for you guys. Alright, so you guys know I'm all about the blue tongues, but I really like reptiles, and so I've got this ball python here. His name is Nigel. He's actually my roommate, but I want to know what other pets you guys have in your family. What is on your dream list? Is it a ball python? Is it a blue-tongued skink? Is it a caiman lizard? Is it a sulcata tortoise? Reach out, because I want to hear from you. So from all of us at Dave Skinks and Nigel, stay safe.